Alright, so I saw this article on the Post. It's Tech Media has turned anti-tech. It's from Gavin Haynes. And basically just talking about how all the media that covers technology, they seem to really hate technology now. And he's basically talking about how Facebook wants you to join them on the metaverse. It's becoming the next big thing. It looks a lot more like the Lawnmower Man version of the internet than what we have now. But they've earmarked $50 million towards this next big thing. But the money's not yet going to the coders. For now, it goes to the likes of women in immersive tech. And the University of Hong Kong has been asked for a study on safety, ethics, and responsible design. At the same time, the National University of Singapore will be given money for a study on privacy and data use and all this other bullshit. In short, the beautiful transhuman future of tech is presently dominated by HR departments. And he talks about how the level of defensiveness may seem paranoid until you watch how the tech press has reacted to even these stolen stories. Mashable headline story: Facebook announces $50 million distraction as it plots metaverse. It's The Verge. Facebook is spending $50 million to responsibly, quote unquote, build the metaverse. Verdict: Facebook assigns 0.0006 of revenue to metaverse safety. Then Jacobin, well, how the fuck ever I don't read that shit, but Mark Zuckerberg's metaverse is a dystopian nightmare. And he basically just talks about how, and here they kind of quote Peter Thiel, the PayPal founder. We've given up on bold dreams. The 1960s generation of innovators has never been replaced. Whatever happened to flying cars, we have electricity too cheap to meter. Boldness has its own genius, and we no longer have much boldness. It talks about the reaction to the metaverse explains why. We've learned over the past decade to no longer view technology as our ultimate liberator or a tool for utopian development. Now we only see it as a widget we must crank, emotional labor, something to be passively aggressively tolerated. The spur to 1,000 op-eds about privacy concerns, or 1 million about the absence of women in immersive tech. It's kind of bullshit. And that's the truth. They're so damn concerned with, well, we need to get more women into it. We need to get more people of color. And here's the thing. Those groups might not even be interested in tech, and that's fine. That's their decision. That's their choice. One of the reasons that you don't see as many women in technology as you do men is because it doesn't appeal to women as much as it does to men. There's nothing wrong with that. Women have their own likes, dislikes, their own interests and stuff. Men have their own likes, dislikes, interests, and all that stuff. Who says that everything has to be equal? There's a bunch of jobs out there which are dominated by women, which you don't see a lot of men. Fashion, for example. Although there's men in fashion, of course, but not nearly as much as women, because it appeals more to women than it does to men. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just the way it is. When people are given their own free choice, they make decisions that always agree with. All these idiots, these dopes out here, women in immersive tech and all this kind of bullshit. Nothing is stopping them. It'll show me the stuff that's stopping women from getting into technology or STEM or whatever. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. These fools got nothing to complain about because America is I'm not going to sit here and say it's a perfect country or anything of that nature. Not at all. But in this country, women are treated just like men are. There's obviously differences in the way they're treated. Because in some ways women are treated better, in other ways men might be treated better. It works out. Every group is like that, though. Every group has that kind of shit happen to them, where you just have to, deal with it. It happens in life. Life is tough. Life isn't this perfect utopia. But anyway, I could ramble on, and he could give many more examples. I'm sure how you can start making a list of 100 examples of shit from like technology websites or magazines or whatever, just shitting all over the idea of technology. Because I think he's absolutely right here. Anyway, I'll go ahead and wrap this up here. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.